Sunderland 2, Arsenal 2. Craig Pawson was the referee. The VAR was James Bell. The incident happened in the first 7 minutes of this game. Dan Ballard and Mikel Merino go up for a header after a cross from the left-hand side. He went to challenge the ball, Dan Ballard, but he seemed to lead with his elbow. Now, we've had lots of questions about this. I'll read out one of the text messages that we got. Can the panel on Men in Black ask how Dan Ballard isn't penalised for elbowing Mikel Merino in the face in the box? If that action was on the ground with legs, it's a stonewall penalty. Yet elbowing someone in the face before a header is seen as less problematic. Commentators on TV kept talking about intent, endangering the safety of an opponent. Surely that doesn't factor in. What was your assessment of it?
I thought it was an outstanding piece of defending, Sam. I just see the ball in the air. I see Ballard jump. Don't look at me like that, because I've got to explain this. I see Ballard jump. You play football on a Wednesday, I know that. And when he jumps in a natural manner. He uses his arm for leverage, which is what you do. You do not jump with your arms by your side. There is a collision with Merino. I see that. He makes contact with Ballard as well with his arm under his ribs, but there is no elbow. Yes, there's a bit of contact, but how do we want our football to be played? He's jumping to head the ball, and there's a bit of contact. Because the player stays down on the floor and requires a bit of treatment, everybody jumps on it. It's good defending. It's solid defending. He heads the ball, uses his arm for leverage. If I am refereeing that game, put myself in that position, there is no way in the world I'm giving a penalty for that. Not a chance.
So this bit is okay. The fact
he
that he goes up like that.
Sam, he didn't.
He goes
do
up like that.
No, he jumps for leverage.
The angled elbow.
No, Sam. No. Stop. No. Stop provoking me. You put me over the edge with this. He doesn't swing an elbow. He doesn't have a clenched fist. He jumps for leverage, and it's his forearm that makes slight contact. Well,
and is that okay? Is he not endangering the safety of an opponent by doing that?
Who makes contact with who here? Merino jumps into him, and his arm is out because he's jumping. He doesn't get as high, and he catches him in the ribs under his arm. I mean, how would you want your football to be played? Are we making this a non-contact sport now? This is absolute solid defending and a really good header using his arm for leverage. It's not a reckless act. It's not a careless act. He's focusing on the ball. And that's where we should be, and it's not a foul. I'm not having it, no.
Okay, I imagine that Chris Foy is going to get a lot of new Arsenal social media friends over the course of the next week or so.
Thanks for that, Sam.
The Arsenal fans are absolutely up in arms because they feel as if there is some sort of conspiracy against them. I mean, they're constantly on to me, asking me about decisions, and I think they feel a little bit hard done to. And I think we've analysed some of the decisions which maybe have gone against them already this season. And I think they definitely felt as if that one did. Mikel Arteta did. He stood in the dugout and he was doing the elbow sign as well. There was another incident right at the end of the game when the goal from Brobby was scored in the 4th minute of stoppage time. He was able to get to the ball before the onrushing David Raya. He hit an acrobatic effort into the back of the net. Gabriel, the Arsenal defender, felt that he was fouled by Brobby before the goal went in because Brobby's foot, was too high and connecting with his head before the goal happened. What was your view on that?
Yeah, I think this is a good goal. Makes clear contact with the ball. I don't think there was too many dissenting voices with this. Obviously, there'll be a lot of noise around it because it was an equaliser to the last knock-ins of the game, shall we say. Clearly makes contact on the ball. I think it's a good goal in my opinion.
Was Brobby not lucky not to be penalised for potentially a lack of attention or consideration for the opponent?
No, not at all. I think it's Gabriel who puts himself in a bit of danger. He dives in really, really low to block the shot, but there's clear contact on the ball from Brobby. I think it's a good goal, that one.